My neighbors can look right down into our yard. They have a camera right up there. They can see into our yard, and I do think that it's part of spying. Yeah. The police said they have it pointed towards the street. Well, that's not true. And I think that it's not right. Everybody has different lives. There's our skies. Cloud seeding. There's the moon. Right. Where is it? There it is. The sun's coming up in the east. That's the way the Savior will come. I need to water the bananas. There's a really good group of them up there. It's right there. It's a pretty good bunch too. So I'm going to water that. My son-in-law said that they can rot if they get too much water. I need to get this dead stuff out of here. Then again, let's see. We were talking about La Palma and their bananas. It is really, oh, these are just little bunches. That's not so great, but we're going to let it keep on growing and give it some more fertilizer, a bunch of water. See, oh, it looks like it's going to be okay. Just let them keep on growing. The Lord loves you. Oh, there's the flower of the banana. I bet some of you have never seen a banana flower. You can actually cook it and eat it too. There it is. You see the bees pollinating that little flower part? I tried to cook it once, and oh, it's very sticky. Here's the bee pollinating it. There. There's my little goldback lizard, little gecko gizzard lizard. Hello. How are you, Mama? Are you taking care of your babies? You got the bug? Aha, there's the ants eating them. Yum, eat them all. But you've never seen this before. Yum, give me more, give me more. Here they go. Go get them. Go get them. Kind of pulled back when I started laughing. I love my lizards. They're so amazing. They love this tree too. I'm going to go get some water back here and scrape up some of this fertilizer that's out here and put it over there. And there's part of the banana stuff we cleaned up. Prayers for the people in La Palma. I mean, I would go crazy listening to volcano. day long, and earthquakes under my feet. I'd be a nervous wreck. Their banana crops were ruined. So I'm going to get busy and do some chores. Love you all before it gets too warm. There's my flowers. And I'm going to harvest these seeds from the lettuce. And they're ready to be removed and harvested. And I'll put them in an envelope. Do you see that? There's the seeds. That's why they have feathery things on top of them, so that when the wind blows, the seeds will get scattered all over. There's some romaine lettuce. There's some fluffy lettuce. And then this lettuce. And those are Okinawan sweet potatoes. That soil will go underneath the potatoes, and I'll keep spreading more under there so the potatoes don't have to work so hard to go down into the hard volcanic soil. These were onions. I cut off the bottom and put them in the ground. Only one of them has survived. I want to put some more soil around those roots and put some seeds there, because that's where I'm going to grow onions. Here's some new lettuce that I transplanted over here. And that's new mint coming up because the mint had a disease. There's my tool. I didn't take care of it like I should. Take it in the house. And finally, my bay plants, oh, this one needs water. Somebody stepped in it. I don't know who, but it's definitely too dry. I'm going to give the bananas the water. These are beautiful leaves now. When I was in the hospital, I think the cats ate the lizards, and the bugs became too profuse, and I lost quite a few of my, like those ones over there, will all have to come out. Eventually, I'm waiting for the newer ones to come up. And I'm picking these leaves to go in my cup of noodle. I would like to make my own noodles. I know how. You use eggs and flour to squeeze them out like Oriental noodles. I think you need a machine. I have a machine that would do that. I have a noodle maker. You can put different things on it. I bought it to make clay art, but really never got into it. See that leaf right down there that's curling up? This one right here. It's got a disease. I'm going to mix up a mixture and come out here and cut off all the dead stuff and spray everything. It's a little tiny spider that does that. A little tiny spider mite. Now see how this is getting droopy? It needs water. You should never let your plants get to that point. I had a couple tests this last couple of days, and sometimes it's a good idea to let them go without, because then their roots dig down deeper. This is a new turmeric plant. These are kukui nuts. There's some there, and I'll put some soil on that. We have another bag of soil there. And anyway, somebody left their garage door open, and I'm going to go clean and mop it. His man cave's become stinky cave. Don't tell him I told you. Do you want to see the Noah's Arks? There's the one Noah's Ark. You can just barely see it. Ooh, the sun's coming up. That's pretty there, huh? There's the other Noah's Ark, and this is the story of Noah's Arks going over the waters. And there's the other Noah's Ark. It's kind of like right under that tree right there. Every time I say I'm going to climb up there, something happens so I can't climb, like I'll fall and hurt my knees or some weird thing. Okay, and there's the sunrise. We had our prayer this morning before he went to work, and I says, is the sun rising in the east or the west? And he says it's rising in the east, and that's the way the Savior will come, is out of the east. Oh, there's a papaya tree. I don't know what kind of tree that is over there. I'll have to do a check plant. And there's all the aloe vera and some orchids. I just like to hang about. This is the kukui nuts. They'll break down into just the nuts itself. I wonder how powerful they are when they sprout. There's another noni bush, which we don't want to grow. Another noni bush. And I've got some basil, Thai basil, and it smells so good. It's an anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial. Today I think I might put some rosemary in there. And instead of putting the spinach in my yogurt, I gotta cut all those dead branches off. That plant will be much happier. And there, I put my ladder here so that the spinach could go climbing. And it's happy. And I'll pick off some leaves. Not all of them. And I cut them up into my cup of noodles. But today I'm going to add turmeric. Oh, some kind of weird thing climbing on this one. Like some kind of spider. I'm going to have to come out here, and here's a big one. This is spinach. It's yummy spinach too. The whole thing should be up off the ground. But I'm going to cut it up into my cup of noodles. And I'm going to put turmeric in there. Now see? Here's a new basil plant that's coming up. I'll trim it off. There's another one there. And we'll get rid of the old ones. When I do that, I have to harvest what's on it. And the seeds. That is what's been being destroyed on the island of Oahu. Is this mite that was trying to take over. Then I'll get a few more bags of soil in a couple weeks. And there's my tomato plant. I bought this thing so the tomato plant could climb up it. And I read this paper on it that said can cause cancer, will cause cancer and birth defects. Now see, there's my apple. It's growing, but that's the male part. If they don't sprout, and I gotta take out the dead part. If they don't sprout a female part, I don't think it's going to produce. It was a nice little apple, but it never got very big. And I will clean up this area so when the mama and the baby chicks come over here, they'll have a little bit cleaner area to play around in. There's my hose. I'm going to pick some rosemary because I'm going to put some rosemary with some turmeric in my cup of noodles. Rosemary is one of the most healthy things. And there's the bay tree. It needs, I use those when I preserve everything. Somebody said the bay leaves are poisonous. Well, I don't see how that's possible. Because you put it in your stocks and your soups and your stews. They say take it out. Wouldn't it have made you sick to begin with? If you already put it in there. Now, I'm going to cut some of this grass back. And underneath this hill, he dumped his concrete leftovers under here, and he wants to put a telescope here. I want to make a bunker here. I had a vision that the boys were. And this is a mountain apple. And the chickens should be coming out. Now I got a lot of work to do because his man cave is stinky.